What's going on, guys? The Film Fan Reviews. My name is Stephen Barton II, and today we're talking about the new film Gemini Man. Now, Gemini Man tells the story of an older assassin, played by Will Smith, who is looking to retire when he's betrayed by his own government and kind of forced into fighting back against this person and then realizing that it is a 25-year-old clone of himself. Wild stuff, I know. But yeah, I wasn't really caught by the trailers all that much, didn't really interest me that much, but the de-aging technology kind of in use kind of piqued my interest, as well as Will Smith trying to act two different roles. He hasn't really been my favorite actor in the past few years, but I love him in the 90s and early 2000s, like Bad Boys. I like Wild Wild West, get at me, and Men in Black and all that stuff. I think he's a really fun guy, he's a terrific comedic actor, and I actually enjoyed him in Aladdin for what it was, but he's no Robin Williams. So seeing him try to do this dual role thing, I was interested by it, as well as just the de-aging stuff. We've been seeing it get better and better in the Marvel movies. We're going to see it in Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. It Chapter 2 left a little bit more to be desired. I think some of it was fine, but some of it looked really bad. And so I was hopeful to try to just see all this new technology in use that Ang Lee was trying to do. I don't know a whole lot about Ang Lee other than the Hulk movie that came out in the early 2000s, like 2003 or whatever it was. I enjoyed it back then. I still think it's a decent movie now. Some of the effects don't really pass, but I was interested to see what Ang Lee would do, and they kind of had this script going around Hollywood for several years until they finally had the technology where they could get something done. So the action stuff was also really, really cool for the most part. It could have been shot a little bit better probably, but I personally don't know how some of the stuff was done. I know the movie was shot for like a 3D 120 frames per second type viewing, which I didn't get to see that. I saw it in 24 frames just regularly, but I think I would have liked to see it more because I think some of the shots and action stuff would have worked a little bit better in that medium. I think all of the action overall was kind of just decent. It was fun stuff. I think Will Smith acting against himself and some of that stuff was just interesting, and I kind of want to see how they got some of it done, like the doubles that they used and everything like that, and the technology that was used to make this movie is quite interesting to me. But overall, the story is very simple. It's a movie like being betrayed by your government and trying to run away from them. It's a story that's been told a million times and probably even several times this year. So that story is kind of just, I wish they could have put more into it and kind of made it more unique to the Gemini Man, but it's just another movie of just government betrayal, which is fairly common these days. Supporting cast around Will Smith was fine. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was good. Benedict Wong was good. Clive Owen as the villain didn't really work for me at all. He didn't really seem that villainous. They made him a little too nice at times, especially with the clone that he created of Will Smith. Kind of just didn't feel like the villain that we needed in this movie. Like, they kept saying, oh, he's did all of these things. And then you'd see him acting, it's like, I don't believe that guy did anything. That guy just seems fairly normal. Like, he probably did some stupid stuff and not so cool stuff, but he doesn't seem like this villainous person that's killed people and everything like that. Overall, I enjoyed this movie for what it was. The more I think about it after I left the theater, the more I'm not liking it as much, but the story was really simple. I think all the acting was fine. I think if this movie was remade in like 5 years, I think it'd be even better. So overall, I think it was a fun time. If you're into this action stuff and want to see some cool effects, check out Gemini Man. I mean, the de-aging stuff is worth seeing, especially when it's in the darker stuff, like in the tunnels and everything like that, and in the sewers. It looks really awesome. There's a scene in broad daylight where it looks really horrible, like worse than It Chapter 2. And still, I think it's just a fun movie to watch. The story's kind of stupid, but it's just an action movie that you can have a fun time watching, so check it out if you desire it. Rating on my 5-star rating scale, it's leaning on that 2.5, but I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 just to kind of boost it up a little bit more, but yeah, I think it's fine, and yeah, that's Gemini Man, so that's it for today, guys. Please like the video, comment your thoughts below. I'd love to chat with you about it, and if you have any recommendations of like older movies, I think I might start doing that soon. So if you want to recommend a movie to me, go ahead and put that in the comments below too. I'd love to kind of interact with everybody a little bit more, and yeah, share the video on your social media if you'd like, and follow me on my social medias. Links will be in the description. The filmfanreviews.blogspot.com is where I've written some reviews. Might do that soon, never know, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I wish I had a clone.